Welcome, family. I call you that because if you're here, you're family. Okay. And also, we are all connected. We are all one. So, welcome back. I'm going to do a message like I always do and see what the universe has to share. I just have a little bit more to share about these beautiful roses, the Rose of Jericho. This very arid plant that dries out completely and turns into a little ball, and then you put it in water and you let it dry out completely every now and then, but it resurrects over and over and over again. I just found out I've been resurrecting mine at a much more rapid rate than was necessary and drying it out completely each time, and I only really need to resurrect it let it die every 1 or 2 weeks and let it dry out completely. Anyway, I love them. I highly recommend getting them. They're a metaphor for the growth and change that you're doing. They're an easy pet to take care of and manage. Today's theme is live the life you imagine. I hope that's your theme every day, right? We should always be living the life we imagine. There's too much negativity in the world, but I want you to know, if you hear me talking about the negative things, it's never doom and gloom. I am giddy to report negative things that have been done to us throughout the history of time, because it's the understanding of what has been done that allows us to awaken and change the way that we live on this earth. And I don't know about the rest of you all, but I have been waiting forever for the earth to change, to be the right way for the masses, not the right way for a few. And they know they've lost, and we know they've lost, and there's really no sense, crying about it or worrying about it. And also, if you really believe and come to understand, I'm just playing with my little crystals. When you come to understand and believe that you chose this earthly experience, which I just heard Bashar say, it's not kindergarten. This is grad school. This is grad school, guys. We're getting our PhD right now in tough lessons, okay? That's what we're getting, right? But we chose this not because it was easy, but because we wanted the challenge. And that means we also knew and believed in ourselves, and we believed that we'd figure it out, and we'd figure out our power, and we'd power through, and we'd make it, and we'd win in each of our own games within this greater game. So we've got this. There is no fear. That's the whole thing. There's no fear. You've already agreed to the way you're going to die. When you came here, you agreed to having amnesia. We're desperately always trying to get everyone to remember. That's the whole thing. Remember who you are. Wake up to who you are, right? And to your power, right? And until then, you're feeling powerless and hopeless, and you're on this scary journey. And Bashar said, extraterrestrials, higher dimensional beings, sometimes it's comical watching us because we're so powerful, but we're all here believing we have no power, and we're so scared. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Everything that's happening, you already agreed to the ending. There's no reason worrying about every little way you might die. Sure, they're poisoning us. Sure, they're trying to kill us. You know what? I just say a prayer to my guardian angels. Hey, I'm not going to die that way. Lame. I'm going to die the way that I agreed to. You guys don't have to keep saving me from the ways that they're poisoning and chemical, putting plastics in me and doing all this crazy stuff, because, we're going to change the world and make it better. You don't have to worry about it. Just bless everything we eat and prayers for our safety. We have a full-time team looking out for us. Alrighty, let's see what messages will come out of this deck today. I've been talking about how much I'm in a dreamlike state these days, and I don't know, I'm definitely experiencing an even more positive timeline in my dream state, and it's making me actually want to sleep more. And I have kind of had not really required a lot of sleep as a human in this time around. So suddenly I'm enjoying sleeping to the point that I hurt my back. It's not easy being human. But anyway, ever since I brought up this dream world, I think I am experiencing this other timeline, and I'm really all day wondering about it, having questions about it, feeling senses of deja vu about it, and just wanting to be in that world. And then I've been drawing the dreamer pretty much every day. So live in your dreams. Dreams are real. In fact, more real apparently than awake. Okay, it's a little flip on the flop, right? I mean, we could make such a cool movie about everything I've learned. I keep thinking of like writing the script, but unfortunately, I am a person who has so many new downloads all the time that it's hard to be a, you know, grounded, cohesive, one topic person who really just finishes one thing. And that's what I love about these cards. They're just keeping it open-ended. All right, here we go. 888. Indeed, today is the 17th, which numerology 8, and we got our lucky 8s. Yesterday we got our lucky 7s, but this is about our lucky 8 angels and opening our third eye and taking the information that we've learned and actually making changes because of it. And so even though I said, I bless everything I eat and bless everything I do, am I also trying to find things with the least number of ingredients in them? When I have to eat now, yes. Am I now eating less because I know that everything's a lie to keep us fat and old and dead? I mean, it's a terrible thing to say, but I feel like we're in Hansel and Gretel, right? Everything's about killing us. When you look at the weird random starch and ingredients that are added into things for no reason whatsoever, then you know I'm telling the truth. But it's like, so what can we do differently, right? And you know, it's hard being a human. So forgive yourself when you can't change everything you need to change. And just thank your angels that they're looking out for you, that you're already going to die the way that you're already planning on dying. But you know what? Do we have to struggle unnecessarily in the meantime? No. No. Can we start to demand products that aren't out to get us? Yes, when we take back this planet, as soon as we're all aware that there's nothing to be afraid of. Because we won. We've had the numbers. Even if there was no soul, even if there was no, if we didn't have like angels and guardians and everything looking out for us, we always had the numbers. We've been fools. We've been fools to step in line the way that we have. And I think a lot of us always thought so, right? But it's one of those things. It's like, if you can't get enough people, then you can't make a change. So being a single protester of all things, you know, man-made and human is no good unless you have the masses. And now I draw the Hermit card. And the Hermit is about going into isolation and really listening, right? And getting the downloads and learning. But it's like, I was just talking about how, you know, being with the people. Then I immediately drew the Hermit. Yeah, go back to being alone. Don't leave your house. I mean, sort of I do believe that's the safest thing right now. Because we know there's trying times out there. And we know there's negative energies out there. So other than when you have to, I personally am avoiding anything that doesn't bring me extreme joy. And it has to bring me enough extreme joy to get past the negatives. The positives have to far outweigh the negatives. Because even being in a car is stressful to me and lowers my energy. I'm very angry at bad drivers who are out trying to kill people and don't care about their actions. That just aggravates me to no end. And, you know, that's the kind of aggravation that isn't making a change or making a difference. So why leave the house, right? Like, why get out of the positive energy that I've cultivated here by having my pets, my dogs, my plants, my, you know, birds in my yard, and all my favorite things, my art around me, all my painting materials. I've made this a space that I enjoy. And I highly recommend each of you make your space a place that you enjoy and put protection around it. Use your holy water from your plants, and you can put protection at your entrance of your house, and you can, you know, use it in all the ways that you can use holy water. Boop. Just, there it is. So, yeah, I highly recommend making your own home and your own space a sacred and safe space to you. And spending as much alone time as you can, because you're not alone. When you're alone, you're in full attendance with your spirit team. And how great is that? I mean, let's face it, Aunt Martha gives only so great of advice, but your spirit team knows everything. They know the things that you do not. And even though they may not be able to share everything you want to know, they know what's best for you. So alone time, together time, dream time, better reality, angels, 888, looking out for you on this 17-day. And you making the best possible decisions for yourself, given what you know. What you eat, how you sleep, where you go, friends you meet with, products that you buy. Is it necessary? Is it sustainable? Is it better? Will it make my life better? Will it bring more than temporary joy? No, return it. Everybody's got a 28-day or 30-day return policy, folks. Get rid of garbage that doesn't suit you. Donate it, purge it. Get rid of plastic as much as you can. Why have women been dressed in plastic forever? Pantyhose, nylons, tights, leggings. Always the plastic. Do whatever you can that's different, but love yourself and forgive yourself for what you can't do. Oh yeah, because it's the year of the fire horse. Right? We're getting blasted with so much information. We can't change everything at once. I used a song. I found out the singer was not a good person, according to a lot of hearsay that I'm using my own discernment to believe. Even certain songs by him are now kind of creeping me out because I'm seeing it for the child abuse type of stuff that it was, right? So it's the year of the fire horse. We can't keep up. LED is poisoning us, blah, blah, blah. The information that I'm finding, I can't share every tidbit with everyone, and I'm sure you all have equal amounts of information that you might be learning that you can't share with everyone, and it's just overwhelming. So let's just know, don't worry, we're still going to die the way that we plan to die, right? We're doing the best we can. Let's have grace. Let's love ourselves. Let's bring our heart into alignment, smile with your heart, live with your heart, have that heart coherence, right? With everything you do. Do you feel it in your heart that it's the right choice? Is it the right choice for you? Does it make you smile? Are you fully smiling with your eyes and your heart and your soul and everything's in alignment? That's how you decide how you spend your time, what products you buy, what you need in your life, what you don't need in your life. Well, it wouldn't be a reading if we didn't have some type of metamorphosis. I'm sitting here on these resurrection plants talking about rapid change. Of course, it's all about this, right? And it just keeps happening until, we would be content to live as just infinite light, right? It'll just keep happening. We'll keep going to that next level. We'll be working eventually through all the dimensions, right? Until we could reside in infinite time as just light or energy or whatever, just quiet. Would that be wild? Right now, we're still experiencing every possible thing. Every possible thing. It's how we're living on this earth and learning and growing and, spending time. Time is infinite. And wow, it's a great big world out there. I can't even remember the exact number because it was such a shockingly high number. But I want to say Bashar possibly said there were 35 million other civilizations as we would use that term. So, great, big, ginormous world. I used to say I didn't believe in a God that was just for Earth. That seemed kind of like the loser God. It just never made sense to me. If this is all you're in charge of, you're not that powerful, right? And I also thought God shouldn't be an asshole. And I don't know, in some texts, he really seemed a little bit pedantic and punitive and all the P's that I don't like, really. A little bit of a prick, So, also, why would anybody want to be worshipped? That's gross. These are all incomprehensible facts that have always been in my mind, which is why I know my mind has nothing to do with me and a lot to do with somehow I was tapping in to the information at a very young age. So we're all going to metamorphosis together every day. And the more we do it, the prettier we get every time, every time. And the more peaceful we are and the more love and light we carry. And conversely, all the love and light we carry helps us to metamorphosis. It's all about our frequency. And how do we get our frequency up? We don't spend time around ratchet people. We don't spend time doing things we hate. We don't do jobs we can't stand to survive. We know that we can survive doing things we love instead. Because if something you hate can keep you alive, then surely something you love can keep you alive. And that's just basic logic, right? So here's how it works. We live our best lives. And that's how we win. And while we do so, when we're using discernment on which products to eliminate and which garbage from our life we don't need anymore, whether that be person, place, or thing, as we're making those choices, we're automatically winning. We're winning. We're becoming a better world automatically. We're finding justice automatically. No one cares about anything. All the evil on this planet has one big concern, and that's money. Money, money, money. The money system's going to blow up. It's going to blow up as soon as we make contact. That's why we're all so excited. Everybody who believes in contact, and what's not to believe? I mean, it's been released by the government, but everybody who believes that it's really happening, that's the excitement that comes with it, is, the energy source, the fact that they're going to make sure we become sovereign. This is your spiritual awakening. That's what we're all going through right now. We've lived all the different lives. We've learned all the different things we've needed to learn. We're ready for the next level. We want to be able to see the unicorns that are all around us. We want to see the angels we've been talking to. We want to be able to live a world where there is no war, where there is no famine, where people aren't dealing with things medically. We want to live in this perfect world that we've only been able to barely dream about. Did you notice people barely even can dream this? I used to pitch socialism and, we share the earth equally, and people would argue about it, and it's like, why don't you want to share the earth equally if it means we're all extremely wealthy? I don't understand. Never understood. But we're ready. Most of us know we're feeling that itch. We're ready for something new. We're dying for the next chapter of this, literally. Right? We're like bored. We're having a harder time even maybe with our childlike favorite things, because we're like, when? Like secretly we're craving this beautiful place that we're going to have on this earth. And how could we not? How could we not, after what we've learned? It's like a sorbet to our senses just to even think about heaven right now. It's so far from what we've seen. Little homework, if you've never read the book Herland, wow, just read it. I believe everything that's been written down came to someone from a download, right? And these places have existed because we can manifest rather rapidly whatever we want to. This is definitely going to be the final card, just as it's the end of a certain movie that came out recently about disclosure. Listen. I also snuck the word oneness in there. That came to me. But yeah, when we're learning about all of this stuff, listen. Think of us as one. Treat everyone the way we should treat each other, knowing we are one, right? Love you. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a fabulous day, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are in this earth or even in this universe. I'm so excited that you found me. Please subscribe if you want to hear more stuff like this. Let me know if you have any questions, any topics you want me to cover. I am first a messenger and later a way shower, using my art to shorten the message, help me decide what topic to talk about. But I actually have kind of unlimited streams of downloads for maybe my entire life. So I have a lot of topics already downloaded, and anytime I access those, there's always new information that is downloaded to me, and I guess it's a blessing. It's also a curse. If you can imagine living inside my head, it's kind of hard to stay grounded in the real world. But I'm here for you, and I'm here to share whatever topic you want me to share about. Thank you so much. Have a great one.